Hello, 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 everyone. Let's see who's going to join us. Let's see. Let's make sure we're actually live. And are we? Yes, we are. Haha, we did go live. Okay. Okie dokie. Let's see. Make sure that is turned, down. And all right, we're going to share to our groups really quickly. And let's see, we want groups, share. Where is VIP and the team? Okay, think we're good. We can go. All right, if you're stopping in, go ahead and say hello so we know you're here. Let's see. Okay. Just going to switch the camera view so you can see what we have going on here. There we go. So tonight we are sharing a brand new bundle that is going to be in the new annual catalog that goes live on Wednesday. Can you believe May is already just about here? Like we are days away now from May and the new catalog going live, which I do have right there. I can't open it up until Wednesday on camera, but gotta say this is a really cool catalog, and hopefully I'll be able to come to you live Wednesday evening after work to go through a walkthrough on this catalog, just to point out a few things that are a little bit different. But I think once I explain a little bit, you'll understand why it is, and you'll really appreciate the changes in this catalog, even though it is a little bit different. So this happens to be a bundle that is in the new catalog. It's adorable. It's called Hearts and Hugs. Has some critters in here. There's kind of a debate going on in the demonstrator world that what this little critter is here, because this is obviously a mouse. And many have thought maybe this was a mouse too, but I'm leaning more towards chipmunk because of them cheeks. But others have also thought maybe a hamster or a gerbil or something. I'm thinking chipmunk because of the chubby cheeks, but you tell me what you think that is. Hello, Miss Betty. I'm so happy to see you. And Miss Arlene, thank you, ladies, for coming to join. This set does have coordinating dies. It also has this nice little label die here that go along with it. We got these nice little hearts. You can build some flowers here with a little bit of grass and the flowers. We have more hearts here, more flowers. So lots of things you can do with this one. I'm just going to show a couple of cards today, but lots of ideas with it, to be honest with you. Okay. Real quick, to do our housekeeping things, we are in the May Paper Pumpkin subscription period. You have until May 10th to get in on the Best There Is what it's called. And it's going to have a masculine feel to it. It is going to be more towards Father's Day. And expressing your gratitude and admiration for the dads out there. It's going to make 9 cards, 3 each of 3 designs with 9 coordinating envelopes. You'll get pre-cut paper accent pieces and labels, wood grain textures, and masculine earthy tones. The coordinating colors will be wild wheat, pool party, misty moonlight, early espresso, crumb cake, and basic beige, which is our brand new color to our lineup. And your ink spot will be Misty Moonlight. It is going to coordinate with the Country Woods Designer Series paper, which you will find in our new annual catalog going live on Wednesday. And you also will coordinate with these here dies. These were Thanks and Beyond add-on dies that are to coordinate with this entire quarter's worth of paper pumpkins. The dies are really cute. I did get them. They are available only to subscribers, so you can't just go on and order them. You have to be a subscriber. It's going to ask you for your email associated with your Paper Pumpkin account. So once they confirm that you're a subscriber, it'll let you add it to your cart. But really cool dies. The other thing is our kits collection. Every month they are adding on 2 new kits. So Wednesday we'll have 2 new kits added to our online kit collection. So keep your eye out for that. I have no idea what those are going to be. They have not revealed them to the demonstrators yet either. But I did get the latest April kit, one of the April kits, and it's cats and dogs. Oh, it's so cute. Hey, Sue, glad you could join. So cute. I will share that once I get it all put together. Just a couple more days to take advantage of that last chance list from the annual catalog and the mini catalog. So if there's anything on there that has not sold out that is on your wish list, you have just a couple more days to grab them. And anyone who places an order in my online store using the special host code that I did post, that's in the description of this video, if you place a $50 or greater order, I will send you a mystery box of product from my stash. It will be, some stuff is brand new, never opened. Other things are gently used, but nothing is in bad condition. You're going to get a variety of things. A $50 order is going to get you a $75 mystery box. $75 order is going to get you a $100 gift box or mystery box, and it goes up in $25 increments from there. But it's going to be a variety of bundles, stamps, designer paper, embellishments, ribbon. It'll be a variety of different things, but it will be, I guarantee you, a great value in your box. Just to say thank you for shopping with me. And I really appreciate you. Okay, so tonight's projects, like I said, this stinking cute bundle, Hearts and Hugs. Love it. I've got a mess over here happening. I'll put this over here, I guess. There we go. No, can't get that too far away. I need the dies. Oh, let's put this right here. This will work. Okay. Tonight's cards. I'm going to show you how to cut that designer series paper to get that fun little design. And I did a second one. We're not going to make this one, but I did want to show another version with designer series paper, but I will show you exactly how to cut that paper to do that fun little design. But isn't that mouse so cute? Love the little mousey. And then, like I said, I think that's a chipmunk, but I could be wrong. And then, of course, we're going to do this one. And this uses a brand new embossing folder. And wait till you see this embossing folder. It measures 6 by 8.5 inches. It is a huge embossing folder. And rumor has it, there's a few of those in our new catalog. But this is the one I got so far. It is called Dotted Circles 3D Embossing Folder. Look at the size of that thing. It's huge. There's my hand. It's huge. So, if you are a scrapbooker, put this one on your list because you can now add texture to a scrapbook page pretty easily. Because again, 8.5 by 6 for a huge old mega embossing folder. It's huge. Anyhow, looking at it's pretty cool. Anyhow, so that's what that looks like right there on using it on a card. But again, imagine you could actually do your entire card base so you had texture on the back if you wanted to as well. So just something to think about there. It's huge. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to start, you know what? I did not bring over my trimmer. So bear with me. Let me go grab the trimmer because I have to show you how to cut this designer paper. There we go. Gotta have this. Okay, so we're going to set this aside for just a minute. All right. So we have a thick, basic white card base. It's 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4.25. Gonna grab our bone folder and we're gonna fold on that score line. And we're just gonna go ahead and burnish that down. Go ahead and do that. All right. This is the exact same piece of Designer Series paper. This is a large 12 by 12 that I did cut down. But yeah, but it has all these colors going through it. So this one's going to be a little bit different color variation, but the back is the same. So these pieces, but I'm going to show you how this all works. So I have here a piece of Designer Series paper. I did cut this 4 inches by 5.25. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring in our paper trimmer. We're going to get these things out of the way here. And we're going to cut on the diagonal. So that's the first thing we're going to do. So we're going to put this point in the track and this point. So we want to make sure both of our points are centered nicely. Oh, that moved. We don't want it to move. So you're going to get that all lined up. Stay put. And then you cut. Now we're going to put this back together. Line it back up. And then we're just going to swing it around. Make sure that's lined up. Swing it around. And now we're going to put the opposite points. Make sure everything's still lined up where it should be. Okay. And cut on the diagonal. So now, take that away. Everything kind of stays. And then you just, actually, I'm going to pull it this way. And we're going to flip. And now you have the different patterns going around. So now we can bring back our card base. We'll get our adhesive. And then everything gets lined back up on here. It's been raining like cats and dogs here. We have Lucy and Goosey still hanging out in our yard over here. We think they have a nest in the pond. We don't see Lucy very often, but today she is out there. But of course, it's warm today, very humid, even though it's not that warm. I mean, it's like maybe 70 degrees, but the humidity, I think, has hit the highest it's been since winter broke, and hence the frizzy. Okay, let's get this. Yes, your curly-haired friends, we don't do well in humidity. So then we're just going to insert this. like so. And next. And please note, I am not complaining about the heat or humidity because it's been a long winter. So I'm glad to see the weather finally breaking because we've had some pretty harsh and hard frosts these last few mornings. Like, I'm worried about my lilacs because they are in full bud. I don't know if they're going to make it or not. Okay, so that was a little off, but that's how it goes. Next, we're going to bring in, I have some scrap pieces here. One is to cut out our little shape. One is to stamp and cut out our little mouse. And one is a scrap to just do our little sentiment. So, we need our little mouse. We need our sentiment. And what did I do there? For the shape, I'm using these Nested Essentials dies. And I'm using this second largest, or I should say the second to the smallest. And then for the sentiment, we're also using this little banner here. Love these little things. They're so stinking cute. Okay, so for our little mouse, we are going to use our Memento black ink because we will be using our Stampin' Blends to color him in. I did have to retire my Smoky Slate that I used originally to color because they were drying up on me, and by the time I finished another project with them, they were completely dry. So he is going to be done in gray granite instead of the Smoky Slate. So now we're gonna clean that stamp off. Yeah, Smoky Slate dried right up before my very eyes. But it is what happens. And then before we put that away, let's do our thanks. This was just a scrap on my desk that we're going to use. Okay. Next, I do have Flirty Flamingo. I have the Light and Dark Berry Burst. And then, of course, Light and Dark Gray Granite. So we're going to start with our dark Flirty Flamingo. And with that, we're just going to do his little nose. And then right there in his ear. Oh, and his tail. Because he is a mouse. So there's his tail. And that's in the Flirty Flamingo. Next, I'm going to go ahead and do his little heart. And now I'm going to use the Berry Burst. I've got the dark first. Now the first one I did, because the color scheme was a little bit different, I used the Retiring Sweet Sorbet because there was just a little strip of the Sweet Sorbet in the paper, and I wanted to pop that color out. But Sweet Sorbet is retiring, and in this one, There really wasn't a sweet sorbet, and I figured this would be the best color to color his heart in with. So we're just pulling that berry burst in. So now he's got his little heart. I'm hoping they're hardy enough for it because, oh my gosh, I'll be so sad. I was looking for, because this is the most buds that I've had since I planted them. Oh my gosh. In 2007. Well, it must have been 2008 because we built the house in 2007 and they killed my last lilac bush when they were doing our basement. The exhaust off from that thing, the machine that dug the basement. Literally, I watched my lilac just shrivel right up. So the following year, we planted these ones next to the door, and they've been slowly coming up. And last year was the first year I was able to actually pick some off there. And this year, like I said, it's loaded with buds. So it's like, oh, maybe. All right, now I've got the dark gray granite. And I'm just going to go along here and kind of outline a little. There we go. Now we'll bring in the light. And we'll color him in. He's so cute. Now, I despise the real thing, mice. Like, I have mouse phobia. It's bad. I see a mouse and I'm nowhere to be found because I'm over it. I'm gone. Because it's either that or I'll suffer like a massive coronary. However, these little stamp mice, I think are so stinking cute. Okay. So now we need, where did I put them? So I was going to keep them close. There they are. We need the little die that coordinates with him. I can pull him out of there. Oh my gosh. So that's the little guy. So we're going to line that up, and I do have my little Post-it tape here. Oh, yep, I did get it. It was just the light catching it. Okay. I'm going to get that tail lined up in there. You can see nice way. Okay, get that. All right. Get that in there like so. We're going to bring up the baby boss. Got our plates. Sorry about the shaking. So there's our little mouse. We need our label here. Oops. I hear hubby stirring around. He's getting ready for work. Cannot get used to him being on the night shift. It's so weird. Okay, so there's our label. And next, we need to cut out our thanks. So we're gonna put that there. Grab our little banner here. And let's run that through. Okay, put that there for now. That goes in our trash. That goes in our trash. There's our little thanks. Put these back in. Let's get set aside. And this can go back into the package. There we go. All right, so now we need our dimensionals. So we're just going to add and then this will just cover up that center right there like so. Next, we're going to put a couple of dimensionals on our cute little mouse. Is he not adorable? I think he's the cutest thing. Like I said, I wouldn't be saying that about a real mouse, not even remotely close. You could probably hear me, Betty, all the way in California if a real mouse were to come in contact with me. But this little guy, on the other hand, is just stinking cute. So there, he goes on like so. And then we're going to take our thanks. We're going to add a dimensional way out here by the little point. And he is going to sneak right there under the mouse like so. So he sticks out there. Then to finish up, I have some of these little gems. I think these ones are retiring, honestly. These are the iridescent rhinestones. And if they are, I'm kind of sad about it because I do like them. All right, we're going to put a little one right there. And then we'll take a medium one and put there. And then the larger one. Back right there. And that finishes card number 1. See, the same but different. You too, Betty. Good. I'll hear you in New York. You'll hear me in California because I can promise you it would be bad. Very, very bad. Yes, I have my Tucker mug. Coffee and stamping. I made that on Canva, and then they printed it on the mug and sent it to me. And I was so excited when I got that mug. It was so cute. So again, this was just another color scheme with different designer series paper that just cute. It's just a cute card layout. Easy to use for anything. You could do this with a floral center. Can't even think today or speak. Focal point. That's what I'm trying to say. Focal point. You could use a floral focal point with this kind of a background. So kind of cool. Anyhow, on to card number 2 with our little walruses sending birthday wishes. He says sending birthday hugs, and he's so cute. That was the other thing I wanted to show with this card here real quick. Is this one I did sending a big hug, and then so it's there when you need it. And then I'll put the little hearts on the inside. So again, just a cute little set for some when you're thinking of somebody. So this one we're doing sending birthday hugs. I'm going to set that aside. So for this one, again, another thick basic white card base, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. We'll fold on that score line, grab our bone folder. Make sure that all lines up nicely. Like so. Then I have a piece of Azure Afternoon, which is one of our newer colors from last year. This is cut 4 inches by 5 1/4, and this is what we're going to put through the Big Boss using this new embossing folder, the dotted circles. It is a 3D embossing folder, so it's nice and heavy and thick. And we're just going to go ahead and open that up like so. So I'm going to get that in there semi-centered as best I can. It's not going to be perfect, but let's see if I can do a little bit better job. Like so. So now we're going to go ahead and run that through the Big Boss, which I have right here behind me. Let me see. Maybe you can see if I change the view. There we go. So you can see it going through. It literally just fits on that platform because the platform is 6 inches as well. So it goes right edge to edge. So back to that. So yeah, so it is edge to edge, and it gives you maybe 1/4 of an inch to 1/2 of an inch overhang on your actual base. So, but side to side, it is the same exact size as your base. So it's big. I have never seen an embossing folder this big before, but I have to tell you, it's kind of cool. So, anyhow, we're going to go ahead and add some adhesive. Just going to be very gentle that we don't tear the cardstock. Okay, so now we're just going to go ahead lay that down like so. Okay, next up, I have a scrap of that basic white. I've got my walruses here. And this is where my basic gray, or not basic gray, but my smoky slate completely pooped out on me. So these guys will be gray granite as well. And I have to put an order in for new smoky slate. So we're just gonna bring that down here. And there's our cute, cute little walruses. Okay, so for these little guys, really just using the gray granite. Going to start with the dark. And we're going to do some outlining basically. Oh, actually, you know what? I lied. Let's start with Flirty Flamingo. So we're going to do their little noses and their tongues. Or the inside of their mouth, whichever. Little dots. Now we can take our dark gray granite, and I'm just going to the little folds. Down around his little tusks. And the same thing on this little these walruses, they just make me smile. Okay, and now I can bring in the light and color them in. And I love how these blends literally blend themselves. There really is no hard work involved in coloring at all with these. Pretty simple. And once I get them all shaded in, I'll go back with the dark real quick. And just hit a couple of the areas here. I'm sorry, Tucker. Did I mess up your... Here, you can lay here. So Tucker's decided he's going to join us now. There we go. And then where his tusk, I got a little happy here with my I'm going to use my little it's called the Color Lifter. So I'm using that to just hit his tusks, and that just pushes the color out a little bit so that you don't see where I messed up so much. So he has nice white tusks. All right. So now we need those dies again. And this time we're going to use the walrus. Oh, for the love. Okay, we'll do that after. Okay. We're going to go ahead and line them all up nice like. Get another little piece. Oh, for goodness sake. There we go. Baby boss. Plates. They're so cute. There's our little walruses. Set them there for just a minute. Keep these close by. And that can go there. Next, keeping our scrap here. And our sentiment is sending birthday hugs. So we need our Memento Black again. Sending birthday hugs. Then I have these cute little dies. These are called Happy Little Things dies. They're an online exclusive. And you'll find them in the online store. And you just get 2 dies. You get this one here and this one here. We're going to use this one. It kind of looks like a torn edge. So we're going to get that on there. Center it as best we can. And again, bring back that baby boss. Oh, I wanted to ask, is anyone interested in a paper share? I haven't done one in a couple catalogs, but I know some of you did like them. It's a little sampling of all the papers in the new catalog. It would not include the specialty papers. Try to keep the cost down and for ease of splitting the paper. Some of the specialties, the way they're configured, it was kind of difficult to figure them into the share. It would be probably, I want to say, around $42 plus shipping. But it would give you a nice sampling of every designer paper in the new catalog. If it's something that you're interested in, please let me know here in the comments. And then I will put something together and send out an official notice if you think you're interested in it. Like I said, I haven't done it in a few catalogs, but I would be certainly game if you are. And now we're just going to add these cutie patooties right here to the center of our card, like so. And then for this guy, I'm just going to get my snips. Betty, you'd be interested? Okay. Sue might be. Okay. All right. I will put something together and throw it out there. I would need, well, at least 3 people to be interested in it. Because I can always be number 4. I don't have a problem with that. But, okie dokie. And then this, sending birthday hugs, it's going to go right there. Like so. Then, again, using these iridescent rhinestones. What did I do? There it is. We are going to add one there. And we'll put one there. And one over here, like so. Okay. And there is our card number 2. It is kind of a nice way to get all of them, Sue, without having to invest in all of them. I mean, it's, again, you're getting a sampling of everything at a quarter of the price. So it's not bad. So, like I said, I'll send it out there. I know. Isn't that folder amazing? Like, that is so cool. I really like that a lot. It's definitely different than anything we've ever had. I mean, we have that one that was in the basics that's now retired that was like a general polka dot. But this one goes in the circles, and the fact that it's so big. And if you're a scrapbooker, like I said, you could do a whole half of a page easily. So, starting May 1st. And Sue, I'll actually shoot you a message later too about that. So what do you think? Think that's a really cute set? I think it's a really cute set. I love it. I think it'll make, and the fact that it's like sending hugs and birthday hugs, and everyone can use a hug. Who can't use a hug now and again? I know this week I needed a few hugs. It was a rough week. I'm glad there's a new one ahead. Well, thank you, Miss Betty. I appreciate that. All right, ladies, that is really all I have. There's our other little cuties. To just do a real quick recap. And then I shall let you all go. Again, as always, thank you so much for coming to hang out. I truly appreciate each and every one of you with my whole heart that you come to spend your Sunday evenings with me. And I look forward to coming to see you again next week. In the meantime, I want you to have a wonderful rest of your evening and an even better week ahead. And keep an eye out Wednesday. If all goes according to plan, I will be live going through the new catalog. Again, showing a few of the highlights in there and some of the changes and explaining those changes so that everybody understands, so that you're not going, what were they thinking? Because at first glance, you might think that way, but I honestly think they did a really great job. And again, I can explain. All right, guys, have a great weekend and rest of your weekend. And I will see you hopefully Wednesday. If not Wednesday, definitely on Sunday. Bye for now.